Okay, so I'm at the grocery store right now. I'm gonna go to a few grocery stores because I wanna price check and see if it really is cheaper to get your groceries through a food service like Blue Apron instead of buying your groceries at the grocery store, because that would be so crazy. It would save so much time, it would save you money, and it would save you on having to prep the food yourself. Like, you would just have to cook the ingredients in the recipe that they gave you. So I'm gonna test it out and we're gonna see what is cheaper, the grocery store or Blue Apron. So let's get started. So these are the two menus that came in our box. The chicken lo mein tells you exactly what ingredients came in the box. We have chicken breast, wonton noodles, carrots, garlic, scallion, celery, everything that you need. And then it also gives you the sauces that you need and then tells you exactly how to prepare it on the back side. So you can cook the meal yourself at home, do it with your spouse, do it with your family. The other one we have is a crispy catfish. I don't think I've ever had catfish, so I hope it's good. Again, these are the ingredients, so you know exactly how much they've sent you. And they send you the pre-portions, so they're actually sending you 3/4 cup of farro or 3 garlic cloves. They're not sending you like more than you need. So this actually showed up a whole day later than it was supposed to. So I'm kind of worried that it didn't stay cold enough, so we're gonna have to test it out and see if it did. Okay, so here's all the stuff inside, and it actually is still very, very cold. So I was worried that because it showed up a day late, everything wouldn't be cold, but I mean, this is like refrigerator cold, so that's good. This is the ice, which is why it stayed so cold. So that's good to know, that it really did stay cold and it can be delivered. So when it says knickknacks, it's actually like all the sauces and everything. So these are all like the little things that you need. Like all-purpose flour, like it gives you exactly as much as you need. It doesn't give you like obviously 2 pounds of flour or something like that. These are capers. I actually really like capers. And then just enough mayo to get you your recipe done. Since all of the items they send have no hormones or antibiotics in them for their meat, and all of their ingredients are non-GMO, I have to make sure that I find the exact same ingredients at the grocery store to compare apples to apples. Now that I've gone to the grocery store, gotten all the prices, and done all the math, I actually want to go over it with you guys, and I want to show you and finally tell you whether Blue Apron is cheaper than the grocery store or not, and how I came to that conclusion, okay? A lot of the items at the grocery store you have to buy a full bunch of when you go to the produce section, or you have to buy a full bottle. So what I actually did was I calculated this 2 different ways. I calculated one version with like the whole bottle and everything, like if I actually was going to the store to buy those products because I didn't have them. And then I calculated a second total with the exact amount and divided it by the price. If I only needed 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, then I just divided that all out and figured out exactly how much 2 tablespoons would cost me. So that way we hit 2 different prices. So for this week, these were the 2 menus that I got sent, the chicken lo mein and the crispy catfish. So for the chicken lo mein and all the ingredients right here, the total was $39.94 to buy all of these items, like the sesame oil, the garlic cloves, everything. And I actually couldn't find the enoki mushrooms at my grocery store. So that cost isn't even included in this, and it probably would end up being a tiny bit more if I could have found those at my grocery store. Now, if I was to like actually figure out exactly how much sesame oil or how much soy glaze or whatever, it ended up being $37.15. So if I was buying ounce per ounce, teaspoon per teaspoon, this would end up being $37.15. To get both of these, it costs $69.92 shipped, and that is full price. That's the full price that's always the same every single week. But when you first sign up with Blue Apron, they do a $30 off promotion. So that $30 off promotion ends up making it be $39.92. Now, this recipe alone was $39.94, and I still have a second recipe. So for sure, 100%, it is way cheaper to go with something like this, like a delivery service like Blue Apron. I haven't tested the others, so I don't know about the others, but for sure Blue Apron. So it's totally worth it to at least do 1 week with Blue Apron in order to get a really great deal on 2 amazing meals. So now that we're done with this one, I wanted to talk about the next one, which is the Catfish Dish. For all of the ingredients on this sheet, it actually ended up being $21.40. And then when I actually divided it out, like ounce per ounce, and figured out exactly if I was purchasing just like a few tablespoons of items, which we know isn't really possible at a grocery store, it ended up being $18.21. Okay, both of these ended up being $61.34. Since both of these are actually $69.94, the grocery store would win out barely in that instance, where the grocery store was cheaper by about $7 to $8, right? But since I only paid $39.92 that very first week with a $30 off promotion, I actually saved over $20 versus going to the grocery store. So if you guys are interested in doing something like a Blue Apron, you can get the $30 off promo with the link that I left below in my YouTube description. And at least try out a first week, see if you like it, see if you like the convenience. And I don't know about the rest of the recipes because every single week you get different recipes. They will preview it for you, they will show you what's coming. So if you guys want something fun to do as a family or make it together as a family or as like a date night with you and your husband, this could be a really, really good option and it would save you money if you're going to the grocery store. Now, I know I'm gonna have this comment, so I'm just gonna say it. Obviously, if you guys are eating mac and cheese or making something super simple like a grilled cheese sandwich or like whatever, like those recipes are obviously gonna be a lot cheaper than something like this, right? I don't think these are meant, at least I don't think they're meant for everyday use. I think they're meant for like something fun once a week or something more extravagant and kind of planned out. It takes out the planning for you, the recipes are already there. And because you know exactly what recipes are coming, you actually can see, oh, okay, this recipe is coming on this week, this is what we can have on Wednesday this night or whatever. So yes, are there cheaper options for dinner? Of course, of course. Considering they're super healthy meals, non-GMO, antibiotic free and hormone free for all of their meats, I think it's a really, really fun idea. So if you guys are interested, you guys can go to themeleashow.com/Blue Apron, or you can find the link to click on below in my YouTube description. You can click that triangle over in this corner and it'll pop it open for you if you're on your phone. So the answer is yes and no. Blue Apron is cheaper than the grocery store your very first week, and it's about even or a little bit more than the grocery store for the weeks after. But again, every recipe is totally different. There might be some weeks where it's way cheaper to go through Apron and other weeks when it's not. So you just have to look at the recipe and see what it is. I would recommend doing recipes that have ingredients that you don't typically have in your house. So you're not buying full bottles of sesame oil because most of us probably don't use sesame oil on a regular basis. So being able to just get 2 tablespoons of that and only paying for 2 tablespoons will help you guys save money. For me, I love having the convenience of something like this. Would I order all the time? No. And in fact, I actually have already put the next few weeks on hold, which you can do, which is nice. So then I have a few weeks off, but maybe like a couple times a week or once a month. This would be really fun to have my kids help me and have them do the recipes with me. So I would be interested to know if other places like Plated were just as cheap or not. So if you guys want to see something like that, will you comment and let me know? All right guys, that's it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to give this video a like and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Oh my gosh, there are 4 fillets here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't think I realized how much food this is. It's for 4 people, right? But there's no way my kids are gonna eat an entire fillet. So I think we're actually gonna be able to eat this for lunch next day, or at least I will be able to. So there's gonna be some leftovers for our family. So take that into consideration when you're thinking about costs for this, because if you have smaller kids, you're gonna have leftovers. Good job. That's mayo. You're doing really good, dude. Yep, squeeze the lemon, squeeze. Oh, you dropped it. Ah! Okay, turn it over. Squeeze. Can you do it? Good, squeeze, squeeze, like this, watch. Ooh, mommy's so strong, oh yeah. Yep, dump them in. They're capers. Okay, now can you stir it?
Okay.
You're doing so good. I'm a big helper. So this is the food that we have. My plate, it's a lot of food, my serving. 2 kids servings, so I've divided the fish in half because my kids won't eat that much. Then we have all of this and 2 more fillets. So I don't think my husband would eat all that, so I'm pretty sure we'd have leftovers. So we have 2 kids and 2 adults in our family, but easily you guys could probably do 2 adults and 3 to 4 kids with the amount of food they send in the family 4 plan.